Hey, what's up, cats and kittens? And shout out to all my cerebralites. It's me, the Cerebral Diva, back with another episode of You Say What. And for those of you who are new to my channel, You Say What is your opportunity to chime in, to leave your 2 cents, to be a part of the discussion that is happening within my community of cerebralites, which I like to call the Brain Trust. So today we're going to talk about something that just sort of popped into my head as I was going about my day. So by now, most of you have seen the video where the little girl was snatched off the deck by the sea lion. It is compelling video to watch. And if you haven't seen it, it's available on my channel for those of you who haven't seen it. So as I was going about my day-to-day thinking about that particular video, and I'm not sure exactly why, it just kept sort of replaying over and over in my brain. Then I started to draw parallels between this little girl and another situation where the parents also had a lapse in judgment. Because when you look at this video, this little girl sitting on the dock, you see the sea lion sort of circling, right? The sea lion goes out. He actually comes up out of the water once, and everyone sort of backs away because they're startled. Now, for me as a parent, that would have been enough for me to get my little girl, and we're going as far away as possible before this thing goes left. But for whatever reason, the parents or whoever was in charge of the young girl, whomever custody she was left in, they continued to let her feed the lion and feed the lion and then turn her back to the sea lion. So ultimately, the sea lion wanted to be friendly. So he leaps out the water, snatches the little girl in, and fortunately for her, there was a Superman who jumped in to save her. Now, I want you guys to think back to a year and a half ago, however long it was, and there was a little boy at the Cincinnati Zoo. I believe it was Cincinnati, someplace in Ohio, if I'm not mistaken, where he crawled into the gorilla exhibit and was accosted by Harambe. You know, he was dragged throughout the enclosure. And I remember when that happened, people were irate. People were angry. People were calling for this mother to be arrested. You know, in the court of public opinion, she had been tried and convicted and executed to some degree. But why don't people feel the same way about whomever this young girl was, who was seen after her? Why aren't people upset? Why aren't people calling for her parents to be arrested? Why aren't people calling her parents unfit? You know, and this is where sometimes as people of color, why people say, well, you guys are playing the race card. No, we're not playing the race card. We just see that we're judged by a different barometer than so many other people are judged. Because, you know, for the most part, all you hear is well wishes. You know, I'm so happy she's safe. This guy is a hero. This guy is great. But there's no indictment of the parenting. There's no indictment of whom's custody she was left to. People aren't being critical to the degree that they were definitely being critical of this Black woman. So I don't want to go on too long about this, because I really want to hear your opinions. I want your 2 cents to see if maybe I'm just, I don't know if I'm just overreaching or just looking too deep into it, but I just feel like sometimes when it comes to situations involving people of color, the bar is set at a different level than it is for others. Because had this have been a Black mother, I think the conversation would have been completely different. Anyhow, you guys, it's your opportunity. This is your chance to chime in. It's your chance to leave your 2 cents. So please make sure that you do so. And keep in mind, I'm not judging the parents. This is really just me more playing devil's advocate and giving people food for thought. Because I think it's important to not just see things as they are from your perspective, but it's important to see things from the perspective of others as well. So with that being said, you guys, that's it for this episode of You Say What. Make sure you leave your comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, follow me across all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Yeah, and as always, in closing, remember to live better, love harder, and think smarter. It's me, the Cerebral Diva, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day.